Yesterday was the last day to ship those Christmas gifts regular mail. I'm Carolyn Ryan, and coming up, I'll have a live report.
Find out how you can help get holiday packages to troops overseas this busy holiday season. And an accident on I-74 ties up traffic in Davenport. We'll have the details next.
Now live from WHBF-TV in the Quad Cities, this is Channel 4 Eyewitness News at 5.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tambry Lane. John is off today. Last-minute mailers flooded post offices today, and that is our top story on Channel 4 Eyewitness News. Usually at this time of year we hear about the malls being packed, but today it was the post offices. Reporter Carolyn Ryan is live at the Rock Island Post Office with the story. Carolyn?
Tambry, the U.S. Postal Service says this is one of the busiest mailing days of the holiday season. They say over 900 million pieces of mail will be processed today alone, and workers here say they've seen a good portion of that.
It's pretty much been a long day already.
Lola Short was already feeling the fatigue at 10 o'clock this morning. She says this post office will see a non-stop flow of customers the whole day through.
It's the biggest day because Sunday's a holiday, so they've got a week to get the mail in.
Workers spent the day with the phone in one hand.
Good morning, Rock Island Post Office.
And a box in the other. Quad Cityans piled into post offices trying to get those last-minute gifts out.
I'm out mailing the last-minute Christmas gifts, hoping they'll get there by Christmas Day.
I'm here mailing a package for my boss so it can get to his parents for Christmas on time.
Today was the deadline to mail your packages first class and have them arrive by Christmas, and customers were taking advantage.
Oh, I expected to stand in line for a while, yes.
The U.S. Postal Service says if you didn't get your presents in the mail today, they can still go out. It will just be more expensive. From here on out, if you want them to get to Grandma's house by the 25th, you'll have to send them priority or express. But Lola says long lines and a few extra bucks usually doesn't put a damper on customer spirits.
Oh yeah, they're in a terrific mood.
Here are some tips to make sure your packages get mailed safely. First of all, you want to make sure that the address is printed very clearly on the box. You want to make sure you use shipping tape, and you also want to make sure you use a box that's strong enough to protect all your contents that are inside the box. So if you haven't gotten out to the Postal Service to mail your gifts yet, you definitely want to hurry in. Tammy, what about you? Have you gotten all your presents mailed out yet?
You know, Carolyn, for once in my life, I'm actually ahead of schedule.
Very good.
Thanks a lot for those tips. Some Quad Cityans are working to make the holidays a little brighter for our troops. Reporter Nicole Collins joins us now with that story. Nicole?
Tambry, Quad Cities Families in Support of Troops is almost done sending off care packages to our fighting men and women in Iraq and Afghanistan, but they need a little extra help. The group has already sent 128 boxes, and they hope to send 120 more. They're full of things the troops need, like socks and toiletries, but they also include some extras to help them pass the time, like games and books. QC Fist will also be sending over 2,000 holiday greetings that were dropped off by the public. The gifts and cards will arrive just a little bit late for Christmas because the group hasn't had enough help, but they're working hard and say they just want the troops to know that they're appreciated.
Well, we just hope to show them that there is support back here in the States, and that we love them, and you know we stand behind them.
QC Fist still needs help. They'll pack up boxes tomorrow morning starting at 9. They'll be there until they're done, so if you have the time, you can stop by and lend a hand. They'll be working in the liquor store next to the Jovan Foods building on Kimberly and Middle Road in Davenport. Tambry?
All right, Nicole, thanks a lot. Right now we're going to check in with Andy, and you know, I just got back into town and I was pretty surprised to see all that white stuff out there.
Yeah, from the looks of your tan, it looks like you're somewhere a lot warmer than it is here.
A lot warmer than here.
There are a lot of places that are warmer than here. It will be another chilly night tonight. We'll be down into the single digits, but at least it'll be single digits above zero tonight. Earlier this morning, we started off with a temperature of 2 degrees below zero. Tomorrow morning, we should be down around 7 degrees above zero. Then with some sunshine, temperatures warming all the way back up into the 20s, which is warmer than it was today. So there is some good news coming up in the 7-day forecast. By the end of the week, there's actually a chance for some snow and rain. That should give you a pretty good idea of which direction the temperatures will be headed.
All right, thanks a lot, Andy. Rock Island police have identified a body found over the weekend. Officials say the body of 24-year-old Juan Duarte of Rock Island was discovered Saturday in the 2500 block of 8.5 Avenue. An autopsy showed Duarte died from a single gunshot wound. If you have any information that could help detectives, contact the Rock Island Police Department. An accident on Interstate 74 snarled traffic in Davenport today. The wreck happened around 3 o'clock this afternoon near the 53rd Street exit. 4 cars were involved in the crash, and police say one of the cars flipped, another landed in a ditch on the side of the road. Several people were taken to the hospital. Police are releasing new information about Stephen Dietz, the man linked to a Davenport murder in November. Police say Dietz set fire to the Department of Corrections Work Release Center on October 30th. He's facing 2 charges, one for arson and one for being a fugitive from justice. Dietz is being held at the Scott County Jail. He and another man were arrested in Virginia, suspected of killing Charles Nixon. The men have not been charged with murder. The man accused of shooting and killing a Davenport rap artist was in court today. 27-year-old Ambus Davis was arrested in May and charged with gunning down Jaylon Thomas. Officials say while he was in prison, Davis threatened a possible witness's life if she testified against him. His bench trial began today at 1:30 in Scott County. The trial is not expected to end today. Muscatine police have arrested a 13-year-old boy they say is responsible for vandalizing a county cemetery. Officials say the teen caused an estimated $78,000 in damages at the cemetery November 4th when gravestones were broken and overturned. A reward was offered in mid-November for information in the case, although police say they have not paid anyone yet. The teenager has been turned over to the Muscatine Juvenile Probation Office. He was scheduled to appear in court today. The East Moline City Council will decide tonight whether a new pork processing plant should be built in the city. A meeting was held Saturday in Silvis to give people one last chance to hear about plans for the new plant. The business would bring more jobs to the QCA, but some people living near the proposed site are worried about the side effects of having the plant near their property. For more information on the plant, you can visit our website at WHBF.com, and we'll have the outcome of tonight's vote on Channel 4 Eyewitness News at 10. But we'd like to know what you think about tonight's vote. Our Listens to You question today is, how do you think the final vote will go tonight and why? Give us a call at 786-5315 and then dial extension 4. You can record your comments and don't forget to tell us where you're from. You can also send us an email if you'd like at newsroom@WHBF.com, or you can vote in the online poll on our website. And again, we'll share your thoughts tonight at 10 o'clock. Some new jobs are on the way to the Quad Cities. A manufacturing company broke ground today for its expansion in Sterling. Aztec Mobile Screens, which makes rock quarry screens, will expand its business another 30,000 square feet. Aztec President Tim Gonaghan says the expansion will create 45 to 50 new jobs. He says the plan is good timing. Lawrence Hardware, also out of Sterling, will cut the same number of jobs in the next few months. The expansion is set to be finished in the next year. Firefighters in Bluegrass, Iowa have been busy raising money to pay for a new fire station. Since June, firefighters have been trying to raise $1.5 million to build a new station on land donated by a local bank. Now a major QCA industrial company is making a big donation to the project. IPSCO Steel presented a $25,000 check to the firefighters this morning.
Well, we hope that we're not needing their service, but should we want them fully stocked with supplies and good equipment and available when we need them.
Our goal, like I said, is to start construction in 3 years. Contributions like this are going to really help us get to that goal.
And the plan is to get the building started within the next 3 years. Right now, the firefighters are using a half-century-old station. Christmas came a little early for some kids in Rock Island today. More than 100 bicycles were handed out. Reporter Nicole Alley is live in our newsroom with more. Nicole?
Tambry, it certainly was like Christmas at the Martin Luther King Center in Rock Island today. It was the 3rd annual Bikes for Brains Day. 120 Head Start students now have a new set of wheels. Santa Claus got plenty of hugs today. The big man in red helped the Head Start program hand out lots of new bikes this afternoon, adding a little extra cheer to these kids and their parents this holiday season.
I told her you're getting a bike, and she goes, really? A new one? And I said, yes.
I got excited because I knew that I was getting a new bike and I always wanted a new one.
The Bikes for Brains program is organized to make sure every kid has a bike. Not only can riding around provide hours of fun, bikes are considered important learning tools.
We believe that a bike is a very important toy, and it develops not only intelligence but coordination and independence and all kinds of wonderful things.
The bikes were purchased with donations from local businesses and community members. Along with the brand new two-wheelers, the kids were also fitted for helmets so they can be safe when they hit the open roads.
So, like if you tip over and you land on your head first so you don't get your head hurt.
And the snow on the ground did not stop these kids today. They were out in the parking lot cruising around, and of course they had their helmets on. Tambry?
Good to see. It looks like they enjoyed that a lot. Thanks a lot, Nicole. Some dogs and cats in Moline could use a warm home this holiday season. The Moline Animal Shelter is giving potential owners an incentive to pick up a new pet. The shelter is holding an open house until 7 tonight to find homes for all of the animals. And almost all the adoption fees are being waived. Owners are only required to pay for a rabies shot. The shelter still has lots of kittens, and at $12, that's an opportunity one girl just couldn't pass up.
Yeah, well, I definitely drove home today just to come here and look at cats, so because of their adoption special, so.
Well, it's real important that we try and find them homes so that they're not put to sleep, and that when the new shelter opens, we're hoping that we don't have to give them any animals to start out with.
Again, the Moline Animal Shelter is open until 7 tonight, and you have to be at least 18 years old to adopt a pet. More cold weather tonight in the Quad Cities, but Andy says there's at least a little warm up on the way. He's back in next. Plus, President Bush is under fire over privacy issues and a possible strike by workers at the New York City transit system.
Happy holidays. This is Corey Thippler, station Aria Falconberry, United Kingdom. Want to wish everybody happy holidays at Loudon, Iowa.
You're watching Channel 4 Eyewitness News at 5 with John Smith, Tambry Lane, Chief Meteorologist Andy McCrae, and Sports Director Jay Kidwell.
Terry Hatcher is only talking to E.T. about her fight with the tabloids and the biggest celebrity splits of 2005. And we've got a new set of divorce papers, plus Star Jones home for the holidays next E.T.
Monday at 6:30 on Channel 4, WHBF-TV.
Welcome to Prophetstown. Rich with colorful history and natural beauty your whole family can enjoy. If you've been looking for paradise, look no further. Prophetstown, practically perfect.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas from McGivern's Jewelry with something for everyone on your list. Diamond earrings for her, a watch for Dad, maybe a clock for your best friend. McGivern's Jewelry, Davenport, where customers become friends.
When winter storms strike, turn to the Channel 4 Eyewitness News Weather Central team. Get complete and accurate information and find out how the weather is affecting the entire Quad City region. Stay with the station that's keeping you safe. Watch Channel 4 Eyewitness News.
What's it like to be on a plane that suddenly loses pressure and oxygen and is going down?
We're going down. We're going down.
What this flight attendant did made her a hero.
Monday at 6 on Channel 4 WHBF-TV.
Channel 4 Eyewitness News weather is brought to you by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let me ask you this. Did you know Farm and Fleet carries all the big name tools? You know the ones I'm talking about. Farm and Fleet's famous for top-notch customer service, low prices, and the selection? Check out all these tools. 41 different drills, 240 different saw blades, twice as many welders as the big boys. Have you ever seen this many air compressors in one place? So if you need to get your dad, husband, sister, whoever, a great gift, Farm and Fleet's got the right tool for you.
Now, your Channel 4 Eyewitness News Weather Central forecast.
It was yet another cold day here in the Quad Cities. It's been that way for most of the month, but there is some good news ahead. We do have warmer days coming up, especially by the end of this week. Our high today, though, only 14 degrees. A normal high is 33, so we were nowhere near that. The record high 62. That was all the way back in 1877. The sun set earlier at 4:35, and I was checking some of the numbers for the month to date so far. We've had 17 days with highs that were below average, and we've only had 2 days where readings were just a little bit above normal. It was another very cold start outside this morning, especially up in Dubuque, Iowa. 12 degrees below zero earlier this morning. Iowa City was 5 degrees below zero. Muscatine was an even 0. Here in the Quad Cities, we were 2 degrees below zero. That's the 4th morning so far this season where we've had temperatures below zero. Outside right now, it's a little bit warmer. Dubuque is only 4. Clinton is 3. Sterling is 7. Now, these are the actual air temperatures. When you factor in a little bit of a wind out there, it feels even colder outside. The wind chill's mostly below zero, 13 below up in Dubuque. Feels like 11 below for Clinton and Sterling. And here in the Quad Cities, it feels like it's 2 degrees below zero outside. Right now, the official air temperature is 9 degrees above zero. And I think we'll cool off a few more degrees tonight, but it will not be as cold as it was last night and earlier this morning. One of the reasons for that is our winds have shifted around to the southwest, even though they are pretty light at 7 miles per hour. Here's a satellite and radar today across the Midwest. Overall, pretty quiet weather. There's a little bit of lake effect snow earlier in parts of Michigan, but that has come to an end. And right now, really no snow or rain showing up across most of the Midwest. The reason for all of the quiet weather is there's a pretty strong area of high pressure just off to the west of us. We draw a big blue H on the weather map, and that stands for high pressure. That brings down some very cold weather at first, as winds over the last couple of days have been coming in from the north and west. Now, though, as you saw from our current conditions at the airport, the winds are starting to move around to the southwest, and that's a trend that will continue not only for tonight but also for tomorrow, and that does mean warmer days ahead. The bulk of that very cold air will be heading off to the east of us, and we'll let some people over in the northeast deal with those very cold temperatures for the rest of the week. Now, the storm track this week will not be taking a lot of rain or snow into the area. Instead, most of the action will stay off to the north of us. So overall, we do have a pretty quiet week coming up. And if you're going to be traveling late this week, heading over to a relative's house for Christmas or something like that, I don't think there'll be too many weather problems over the next week or so. I'll show you the 7-day forecast in just a moment. This shows, though, that there really won't be much to deal with over the next 48 hours. Our stormcast, again, keeping most of the rain and snow well off to the north of us. Low temperatures tonight will not be as cold as they were last night. It'll still be cold out there, and it'll still be a little bit below average, but at least it won't be below zero for most of us. Highs tomorrow up into the 20s for a change, and we will have some sunshine. So for tonight, clear skies, not as cold, an early low of 7. By tomorrow morning, we should warm up a little bit, and we'll be starting the day tomorrow with temperatures around 10 or 11 degrees. Then we'll continue that little warming trend. It'll be up to 23 tomorrow, which is still below normal, but it is a little warmer than the last couple of days have been. Here's the 7-day forecast now. One little fly in the ointment, perhaps on Saturday, a chance for some rain or snow then. That's because we'll see temperatures by then all the way up into the 30s. We should be running a little bit above normal by the weekend, believe it or not. And right now, I don't think that'll create too many traffic problems for a lot of people that are headed out, but I'll have plenty more updates on that throughout the week.
Definitely be a busy travel weekend.
It should be a little warmer by the weekend, too.
Okay, thanks a lot, Andy. Well, coming up, critics say President Bush abused his power and approved unethical eavesdropping. And the subways and buses in New York City could come to a grinding halt, the latest on the strike.
For an unforgettable day of leisure and shopping, come experience the historic charm of Muscatine's Pearl Plaza. This beautifully restored riverfront destination offers a wealth of truly unique shops.
Fun, flirty, and fabulous fashions are what you'll find at Fashion by the Hall Tree. The staff is always ready to help, whether it's putting together a whole new outfit or adding a special touch to one you already love. Discover something new every week at the Hall Tree.
Make plans to visit Pearl Plaza today, Chestnut and West 2nd Street in historic downtown Muscatine.
Television station WHBF-TV is looking for organizations that regularly distribute information about employment opportunities to job applicants or that have job applicants to refer. If your organization would like to receive notification of job vacancies at our station, contact us by U.S. mail, electronic mail, or by calling 309-786-5441, extension 103. If you're interested in employment in the broadcast industry, we encourage you to visit our website at WHBF.com for a list of current job openings. WHBF-TV is an equal opportunity employer.
Anytime.
He's ordering flowers from the Green Thumbers.
Any place. He's ordering flowers from the Green Thumbers.
Anyone.
Mom's ordering flowers for Grandma from the Green Thumbers.
It always feels good to give flowers from the Green Thumbers.
Whatever the occasion, or just to let someone know you're thinking about them, we've got the touch to make it special at the Green Thumbers Florist.
Order online, by phone, or in person, the Green Thumbers way.
Our world is filled with fascinating visions, brilliant color, and breathtaking vistas. These sights become more enriching when LASIK surgery helps you see them without glasses. Verde Eye Clinic offers computerized LASIK technology in the Quad Cities. Dr. Verde and Dr. Borisuth have helped thousands see life's great moments clearly.
Did you see me?
I sure did, honey. I saw you.
LASIK eye care from your Verde Laser Vision team. Trust your sight to Verde Eye Clinic and see what you've been missing.
President Bush is on the defensive today, answering tough questions on his authorization of domestic spying. The president says it's his job to protect Americans from attack, but critics say he went too far. CBS News correspondent Claudia Coffey reports from the White House.
Welcome. Please be seated.
In his second press conference in more than 2 months, President Bush tried to continue to swing public support for the war in Iraq back into his favor.
A democracy in Iraq is vital in the long run to defeating terrorism.
The president says another vital component in defeating terrorists, the ability to use wiretaps to spy on suspected al-Qaeda members in this country. Mr. Bush is under heavy criticism for this policy, some calling it unconstitutional.
That one, I've got the authority to do this. Two, it is a necessary part of my job to protect you. And three, we're guarding your civil liberties.
But top Democrats fired back, saying the president doesn't have any legal authority to tap Americans' phones without court approval.
He is the president, not a king.
Republicans have also expressed concern. The chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee says he will hold hearings on the matter early next year. The president also took time to scold the Senate for not passing key provisions of the Patriot Act, which are set to expire by the end of the month.
It is inexcusable to say, on the one hand, connect the dots and not give us a chance to do so.
Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid says it's the president playing politics, not Democrats. And with just 2 weeks left before those provisions expire, you can expect the rhetoric on both sides to get even more intense. Claudia Coffey, CBS News, the White House.
New York City is on edge, waiting to see if a transit strike will strand 7 million commuters. 750 workers are already walking the picket line, and tens of thousands could join them come midnight. More than 33,000 city subway and bus workers have threatened to strike at midnight after failed attempts by the city to negotiate a new contract.
Yes, it is frustrating. I wish they would get this situation resolved real quick.
We believe that there is time to resolve this contract before a complete shutdown across the city.
Car services and cabs are ready to try and fill the void. Mayor Bloomberg says a strike is illegal and would drain the economy. On the way in sports, a move for the Illini. That story in seconds, but the real big story, those first-place Chicago Bears did it again last night. Jay Kidwell, Bears Down with sports right after this.
Here is your Channel 4 Eyewitness News Stocks Update.
Why do you shop at Vision for Less?
I came in for the low prices.
Definitely the prices.
I'm glad you've made it simple to find a pair of glasses at reasonable prices.
You have so much to choose from.
They even helped us pick out frames and lenses. And the prices are good, too.
2 complete pairs, designer frames, only $98.61.
Across from South Park Mall and on East Kimberly between Eastern and Jersey Ridge.
They actually helped me pick out a pair of glasses, and an hour later, they were ready. Now that's easy.
Leather is timeless. It's so comfortable and it's luxurious. It's easy to take care of. Customers are really delighted with the value that they get on leather furniture at Goods. People use leather in all rooms in the home, in the living room, in the family room, in studies. Customers tell me that our selection of leather is incredible. If you're looking for leather, you need to come and see us.
Over 65 million viewers have made CSI Miami a mega hit.
Brian Lexington was released.
A rapist set free.
I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He didn't rape me, then who did?
A victim outraged.
What do I do now?
Help me catch her. And a secret exposed.
You're not going to believe this.
I thought you might want it back. I had a great time last night.
So bad.
New CSI Miami, CBS tonight.
Find great last-minute gift ideas at Menards. Choose from a great selection of tools for the handy person in your household. All laser levels are on sale. This one is only $6.98. A Dremel NASCAR rotary tool is $19.99. A skill jigsaw is $12.88. Or choose from a scroll saw or miter saw, only $39.99 each. Menards has everything you need to make their dream workshop.
Now, Channel 4 Eyewitness News Sports.
Rex Grossman played last night as the Bears beat the Falcons. Rex Grossman came in the second half, and with his performance, 9 of 16 with an interception, Rex Grossman has been named the starter next Sunday when the Bears visit Green Bay. Last night, it began with Kyle Orton in the first half, and Kyle Orton led the Bears to a 6-3 halftime lead. It may not have looked pretty, but temperatures single digits, wind chill below 0. But anyhow, Kyle Orton was done at the half. Bring on Rex Grossman in the second half. Orton was 2 of 10 for 12 yards. Grossman's first throw of the game, there it goes, on the money to Muhsin Muhammad, and that would lead to this. Grossman throwing, gets intercepted at the goal line. But boy, it's good to be lucky because the Falcons turned it over. The Bears get it back, so Rex Grossman looking like a turkey. But Thomas Jones drives it on in for a touchdown. 27 carries for 91 yards for Thomas Jones. The Bears win it 13-16 to 3.
Atlanta has a lot of weapons that we had to deal with, but our players really stepped up to the challenge. You know, in front of a national TV audience, and played the type of football that we're capable of doing. Felt like we really got back on track. Talking about the game a little bit first, defensively, just got a lot of things done. We had bad field position. The defense was faced with bad field position early in the football game, and they rose to the, to the occasion. Brian Urlacher, our, best defensive player, a guy that I think should be the defensive MVP of the league, really set the tone early. Thought he played well throughout the game, tackle after tackle all over the football field.
More on those first-place Bears and what Lovie Smith makes of his quarterbacks tonight at 10 o'clock. Latest Associated Press college basketball poll is out. Illinois has moved up 3 more spots. The Illini now rank 6th in the country. Augustana home tonight. That and more at 10. We'll see you then. Tambry.
Thanks a lot, Jay. We'll check back with Andy for more on tomorrow's weather. That's next on Channel 4 Eyewitness News at 5.
We all want the best value for our dollar, and at B&B Drain Tech, you get just that. With state-of-the-art equipment, emergency 24-hour service, and the fastest, cleanest service available, B&B Drain will wash your sewer and drain problems down the tubes without draining your wallet. B&B Drain Tech, your sewer and drain cleaning specialists.
What is the Jerry and Sparky's Advantage? How about the best selection of fitness equipment in the Quad Cities, including treadmills, elliptical, and Airdyne exercise bikes? Choose upright or recumbent. In addition, Jerry and Sparky's now offers Bowflex. But the real Jerry and Sparky's Advantage comes down to service, with the finest maintenance and repair shop in the Quad Cities and free delivery, including Clinton and Muscatine. Plus, Jerry and Sparky's has been locally owned and operated for over 35 years. Put it all together and you have the Jerry and Sparky's Advantage, 1819 East Locust, Davenport.
In defense of Christmas, why are hundreds of lawyers on a crusade about the holiday? The story tonight on the CBS Evening News with Bob Schieffer, the fastest growing network evening newscast.
Only for a limited time. Get this and get all this. And a lot more. For only $1.99 a month with $9.99 customer down payment. Only for a limited time and only at your local Ford store. Got it?
It's about golden anniversaries. It's about Dad thinking he can turn a single into a double. It's about thousands of people not missing thousands of events like these. Trinity, a better experience.
When the competition can't get the job done, they call us, B&B Drain Tech, with state-of-the-art equipment and fast, friendly, same-day service. From the time we answer the phone to the time the job is done, big or small, commercial or residential, we'll be there. B&B Drain Tech, serving the entire Quad Cities and surrounding area.
Here's what's coming up tonight on Channel 4 WHBF-TV.
Another cold night tonight.
It'll be cold, but not quite as bad as last night. And there's actually a nice little warming trend coming up. It shows up in the 7-day forecast. Temperatures by the end of the week way up into the 30s for a change.
Shorts.
Looking good. Tonight, Jay?
Lots of basketball. Should be a good night.
We look forward to it. Thanks for joining us. We hope you can join us again tonight at 10.
Nestled in a